Another early morning.
By the way, Frenchie, you're not using locomotion animations?
Oh no! Disaster narrative. Not too bad, just. Not too bad. Tidy this place up soon enough. Perhaps another wing. The carpenter will have a better idea. Can't be too careful now. Old ramshackle thing. Wonder it's still standing. Morning.
Morning.
Locked. What a clutch. Hello? Anybody? Suppose it's a bit early. The early bird can only get the worm if the worm is awake.
Morning.
Morning. May as well get a walk in while I can. There's no telling what the ingrates will bring into the hospital later today. Every morning, sickness. Every afternoon, another bar fight that needs to be broken up. Just despicable. But I suppose it's what I signed up for.
I took a wrong turn.
Doctor, there's a gentleman here who wishes to speak with you.
Alright, the barn's out this way, correct?
He's
Jasper, I am not awake yet.
Ah,
Just the daily routine. Here to pick up a couple small bandages.
I see. Well, you may need to speak with the tailor then. I'm afraid hospital's running a bit low. I still have to order some myself.
Morning.
Very well. Thank you, Jasper. I appreciate it. I will
course.
see if I can find the tailor.
I'll have
Once you find the tailor, sir, please do come back and I will prepare the bandages for wounds for you.
Thank you, my son. Now, if you excuse me, the Lord has work that I must do.
May the Lord light your way, Father.
You as well, my son.
So,
Doctor?
how are you and Nella this morning?
Nella has yet to awaken from what I have seen so far. But as for me, I have simply stood in my place and watched the world wake up around me, as I am wont to do.
An apprentice should be waking up before their master, but do make sure she rises.
Should it get too late, I will ensure that I wake her.
If I have a
It's
need
a
of...
bit easier to sleep in now that it is a bit quieter, though lonelier as well.
Well, nothing lasts forever, even the quiet, unfortunately. You send her my regards when she wakes. And tell her that she
I
can't
will,
spend
sir.
all day in bed.
I will, sir.
there's the river. Now that's something I don't mind. Fresh cut of wood. Not so bad, I suppose. Better than being crammed up in the clinic. Anyway. Suppose at least I could admire the stillness of the lake for a while. If only for a while. It's fine. Get a towel next time. Dry off my hands a bit better. Because the dampness is at least a distraction. Well, the sun is up now. Hopefully the tavern's actually occupied.
Good day, Doctor. Hope you slept well.
Morning. I slept, so to speak. At the very least.
I was about to say, I thought I heard a bit of something coming from your room. I didn't know if you'd become ill or sick or the like. If you're not feeling well, it may be worth a visit to the apothecary.
I'll see Nella later today. Just a cough, I think, for now, though.
Well, let us hope it stays that way. It's been a high time since any of us have seen the fever. So I pray that nothing brings it our way, but so long as we give thanks, remain righteous, I feel we have nothing to fear. It will be a wonderful day to give thanks to our Father. Make sure he is well aware that he is in good company here.
Of course, I will see the will is done then. Huh?
You do take care, Doctor.
You as well.
Arthurus, my friend. I hope you'll stop by over by the carpenters, well?
Unfortunately, I didn't see any of them there. I believe that they were busy for the festival.
Either busy or the morning is still young. Granted, many more heads have popped off their pillows today, it seems, at an earlier time. I imagine people must be excited in preparations.
Yes. Festival or two.
Well, the needs to run the town, Father, does not stop during the festival. I'm sure you know that.
Oh, naturally, yes. Well, I'm sure I can find him after he's done with his preparations. I may have to borrow a stool if I cannot find him in time from the Regency, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. Whatever I have is always at your disposal, Father.
Thank you. I'd just finally made my way up here. I was going to bathe my face if you care to join.
Sure.
Mr. Harcourt?
Mr. Sallow. Any news?
Well, none terribly pressing, but I think that's for the best. I consume no drunken brawls will spill into the clinic this evening at your watch.
No, I'd hope not. And if it does, I'll be sure to round up some of the younger boys to take care of it.
Good.
Mr. Sallow?
What is your name, boy? I'm sorry. I haven't seen you in my clinic before.
Nathaniel, sir.
Nathaniel. Do keep yourself out.
Thankfully, I've stayed out of it.
Let's keep it that way.
Excuse me.
Of course. Somebody listening at a window, finding out I have a cough. Nerve. I suppose we are neighbors. That's why they chose to put sparring ground right there. Honestly. There's easy access to the church. Unless the one find it. Idiots.
Doctor has found his way here first.
Ah, Miss Nella.
Good morning once again, Doctor.
Taking a morning nap too, Jasper.
I find the stillness of the lake tends to help me wake up. Splashing a bit on your face.
Oh.
The
I'm
dock
sure it does well for.
is to the... Yes, but let's not speak on that.
We were headed to the forester. Did you go there pass by there by chance?
Yes, it's right by the dock, by the lake. The father is there, and so is Mr. Harcourt, and one of the manor servants, Nathaniel.
Oh, we just ran into him. It's the whole reason for our trip over there, actually. He wants a tonic. His cough apparently is flaring up again.
It's Seems the priest managed to notice my cough as well, though. More of a persistent issue since. But never mind that.
Say no more.
I heard you were rather late to rise this morning. Everything all right?
I'm fine. I was awake. Well, it was one of those days. That's all. I'm fine. I assure you.
Of course. Oh. Always an ear and a bed open. Clinic if you ever need.
Thank you. You're too kind to me, Jasper.
Just because I offered it doesn't mean I hope you intend to use it, though.
Understood.
Busy morning, I take it.
Morning. I had a few customers come in. One needed to know. Anything I could do for you?
Just, what's on the menu for breakfast?
For breakfast, we have options of two different things. We got a light pastry, or we got a beef stew.
Suppose the stew will have to do.
Alright. Sophia, go fetch him another one of them bowls of the beef stew. Sophia. Get us another bowl of the beef stew, please.
I'd prefer it if she hands it to you first. I don't want her spilling it all over me again.
Apologies. Poor girl's clumsy, but oddly enough, I still believe she's one of the best cooks of this entire town.
I'm surprised she still
I don't
has...
know how it makes sense.
I'm surprised she still has all of her fingers and one hasn't fallen into one of the stews yet. But I suppose that remains to be seen.
I believe she calls it a rhythm. Hard for her to focus on things that she doesn't have an interest in. Come on. You're good. You're good. It's one beef stew.
Don't suppose you'd mind if I just bring the bowl back later?
Go ahead. No, I'll fine you if you don't. I wanna.
To small town, I don't doubt that.
Good to see you again,
You're not eating that place again. Do not want another candle thrown at me. When did that? Hello?
One could argue that even the father made them, but since they are misguided and they are without his love.
I was not over there. You didn't see that.
Okay. Get out of my fucking hospital.
During one of my
Little cold.
previous sermons at school,
Not awful though, I suppose. I've had worse. Why? The cloud in the sky.
Workout plan.
Hate gripping this thing. If the apothecary is still there, and it's him. What was his name? Been years already. Someone.
Wine.
You will have to find out at the festival.
Ugh, that seems ominous. I think we should go.
Andrew, could I use you for
After
a moment?
we do our work.
Ugh.
Yes, you may.
Where-
How can I
Hey, Doc.
assist you, Jasper?
I need to fill this bucket with water from the stream, then take it back. But
All right. Well, whatever.
I'll be able to get it there, but not back. If you could assist.
Very well. I can bring the bucket back. Oh, I'm taking it there and back. I see.
I'll walk with you if you want company, but I just need water to wash something. The strain on my hands will be too great when I fill it with water. I can carry an empty bucket, but not a filled one.
I see. It is no problem.
How have the preparations for the festival been going?
They've been going quite well. We should be ready by perhaps afternoon to evening. I will have to speak with the Father Thomas again and see what else needs to be done. Regardless, what should be prepared.
I see.
Let's see. Where even is the edge of the water? Ah, there it is. All right, we can go back now, or at least I can.
Oh, I have things to wash, that's why I'm getting water.
I see. You were a little bit vague. The only thing I heard that was that you were coming this way, not actually going back. But I guess I suppose you meant you carrying the bucket back.
Yes, I don't suppose carrying an empty bucket to the water's edge and then just sort of leaving it there makes much sense.
Not particularly.
Context clues.
I figured you had business at the lumber mill, and that is why you were headed there with the bucket as well, and I was to take the bucket back for you.
I haven't seen the carpenter in a bit. So I think they're just outside my hospital, the clinic.
They were just at the lumber mill. They said they were going and getting lumber soon, so perhaps they have wandered off into the forest to find a couple trees to knock down.
I see. I hope it's not necessary, but I foresee some drunken revelry in the evening, and I'd rather be prepared with a few splints.
I'd very much like to see you at the festivities, even if you do not partake in drinking. It is good to be there. The father always recognizes signs of devotion.
Yeah, I
At the
realize
barn and, go for the cow and with a bucket.
I suppose I'll see if I can drag myself there.
Think I get kicked?
Maybe.
I
Cows
make
are,
no
like,
promises.
genuinely, really friendly, right?
Excuse me.
Sorry. Okay, but here's the thing, you think that would work?
You know, you ought to spruce up the church a bit. It's beginning to look a little worn down, I think.
Is it? I'll bring that up with the father. I cannot see it.
That's a good point. But I suppose me telling you is at least a small kindness, perhaps. I suppose if the father...
I will relay your message, and the true father, will appreciate your noticing.
I suppose if Father Stephen was under the impression it needed repairs, he would give them. So, I can only assume what the current state of it. Just, right here.
There we are. Anything else you might need, Sir Jasper?
You don't have to call me sir. Just Jasper or doctor is fine.
Very well. Anything else you might require from my humble servant of the church?
No, I think I'll be fine for now. Plus you have a busy day ahead.
Very well. If you need me, well, I don't exactly blend in.
No, you stick
and
out.
And now to find...
quite a bit.
Father Stephen, wherever he might be.
He was at the lumber mill this morning, but I think he's since left. I could not say.
I believe he has as well. I will keep an eye out for him. Nope, not that way.
I think he's made it out. At least I certainly hope he's made it out.
Sophia, have you seen the father around? No, Father Stephen.
How does she even manage to breathe? I still wonder. I saved you the trouble of washing it for your convenience.
My appreciations, friend.
I assume this place will be rather loud come the afternoon and evening.
Yes, most of them drinking whatever new drink I make to actually see what else I can test the limits of.
Well, if you can at least keep them out of my clinic, I'd be appreciative. The drunken rabble.
I'll stop any fights.
Let's hope so.
Can't promise what happens when they leave there, though.
Can anyone? I suppose not.
noticed you have a very elegant appearance.
Thank you.
Spoke to her later about the bed. Not much point in it. Oh, I suppose.
If we don't order moving around with our prizes around here, then people are going to get confused, and the more confused the town is, the more we need
Morning.
to work.
Happy
Less work,
festival
the
day.
better.
Yes, morning.
Good day, Jasper.
Yeah.
He seems like stoic.
Ugh. I don't suppose I should be surprised that the ranch smells like a pig die, but one could be hopeful. Makes a bug. Oh man.
Lay down your drawing mat.
Yes, ma'am.
And there it is. Very heart of Blackwell. So. Actually, I suppose I should get back. Competition out here. Good morning.
I swear there's merchants every day trying to rip us off.
Our hard work crowns.
Some do, some don't.
I mean, something that we normally produce ourselves, she's selling at 5 times cost.
I see. If they didn't run so fast, I would have told them they seemed lost, but I suppose at least they're quick about it.
And of course, may the day be blessing you.
Those towers.
I shall search. Hello, Doctor.
Hello. Nella, I have a peculiar request, I suppose. Actually of your assistant more than yourself. But,
Wouldn't be the first time, but you're welcome to take him. What do you need?
the patients that stay overnight in the clinic are tired of me leaving the chimneys empty. I was wondering if you would light them in the morning for me. Or overnight.
I can take care of that, sir. I wake up early enough anyway. Shouldn't be no more than a quick jog over to the hospital to light them up.
Right, don't touch the one in my room, but the rest of them. And not too big
I shan't.
of flames, just enough to stop them from complaining.
Indeed, sir. I believe if I light most of them even with a small bit of wood, they should provide enough heat that they shan't complain much.
Good. Speaking of complaining patients, how has the production on the tonics been going? I know some of the foresters are dallying a little bit, last I heard.
Did the Regent speak with you?
No, not about this, if that's what you're referring.
Never mind then. It's fine. I have a couple in stock. He's already claimed one. They're apparently looking for berries, but if I don't have a water skin, if I don't have the bark, I can't keep up with it. The Regent already requires one a day.
Right. Well. I guess at least be sure to save one for yourself at least. So if we don't have you, then we don't have any tonic.
Bento knows enough, though.
I appreciate your confidence in my skills, but I am an apprentice only. I could not match your knowledge nor your ability.
You speak too kindly of me.
The boy says many things, but he's right.
He has me worried. Not him, the Regent. That's this thing, by the way.
What is that?
Do you not hear it?
No, I don't.
It's
Maybe-
only me?
Maybe my scarf is a bit too tight. Do it again.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Nope, nothing. Oh.
Pick it up. Maybe you can.
Oh. I hear it now.
I hear it. That's it.
It's a loud mortar and pestle, let me tell you.
Indeed.
Yes.
It's almost like a jug.
Anyway. He claims that more people are getting the cough.
Well,
He's worried that if we don't have a stockpile of tonics, well, you know what that means. If we don't have any
have any of
lying
them
waiting and...
Have any of them reported fevers to you or anything worse? Just coughing.
Not to me. I should ask that of the regent, actually. He didn't mention fever, just the cough. That it worried him.
Well, if
He
he
asks a lot.
misses a day of tonic and he develops a fever, we'll know, or at least begin to know. Maybe too early to say.
Don't have the things I need to actually stop that.
And let us pray to whatever
He seemed
God
hale and
exists in
hearty
that
enough
church
this
that
morning.
it's not what we think it is.
He seemed hale and hearty enough this morning when I was speaking.
He puts on a good face.
So I am. Aye.
I assure you, he left here with a cough. This stays between us. In this room.
It's
If the
not
regent
my,
finds out I told anyone,
so I wish to
I'm in
gossip.
deep shit.
If he has to talk to any of us about this, it's the people in this room anyway.
It's true. By that means, though, he wants me to have a stockpile. He said he knows I can't get it immediately, but he wants a hidden stockpile of herbs. For tonics, on reserve. Beyond what I sell.
Well, I will say it's not a bad idea, but to know for himself, that's a slightly different problem.
Exactly. I'll do as he asks.
Depending on how much the forester brings and how much we end up needing each day, it would not be too amiss to take a few, perhaps one or two, added to the stockpile each day. It really depends on how the town itself is faring. The worse they get, harder it is going to be to build the stockpile in the first place.
Speaking of Forrester, which one did you speak with?
I spoke with both of them. The older one seemed to send me to the younger one. The younger one, who was quite energetic, was the one that took the job in the end.
Right. You deal with him then when it comes to actually getting the materials. Yes?
I shall.
Fine.
Nothing
And
if
don't
not the
let him get off
apprentice's
cheap.
job to do everything.
Make him work for it.
I shall.
Am I to
That being said, I
assume
should speak to the butcher.
he's been leaving meat out overnight again? It smells rancid over there. I cannot bring myself to walk by that path in the morning. Disgusting habit.
Disgusting or not, I need to head over there. I need new water skins. And I'll need a few of them if I have to make a tonic.
Well, I don't suppose either of you intend to partake in the festivities this evening.
Much as I'd like to, doesn't look like I might have the time. You should, though, Vento.
If you are working, then I shall work. I'm not going to leave you by yourself to deal with demands that may or may not be completely unreasonable.
My job is my job. You're my apprentice. You're supposed to listen to me. Enjoy the festival.
That is what you wish,
Do you?
Lady Nella, and I shall.
Just do what the lady says.
Do you work with the Forester? It's best that way.
He knows
Anyway.
that I work enough to make sure that everything is smooth.
Do
Speaking
you
of
work
the
with the Forester
forester,
and then...
Ta-da!
Huh.
Behold the berries.
excellent.
Yeah.
What about
Oh, it's
the
that one.
root?
It's, the ground's still hard from winter. I can't get at it. You're probably gonna be looking at another week or so for the elder root. But I'll get you some when I get you some. Oh, hey, whoa. Hello, good looking. You want some berries?
I'll leave you with this then, today.
I suppose.
Doctor, before you
thanks.
go,
You're not running off.
there was. No, someone spoke of a boy wishing to fight a cow.
Hey.
I just
That was
thought
me.
you would like to be aware of this.
Oh,
That was me. I was gonna fight the cow. I was gonna win too, by the way.
I see. Never mind then, Doctor.
Can
Have a
you
nice
at
day.
least prep your own?
Might be your new patient. Maybe you should get to know him.
Just bring your own
I already
split.
know the doc.
I'll give you a discount.
Cool. Hey, by the way.
Jasper.
Miss Mackenzie. How goes the bread?
Greetings, DM on station.
Well, if we had all of our stuff earlier in the day, we would definitely be able to have more things done.
From the farm.
Well, you know what they say about the early bird
How many?
and worms.
A number was not given to me, unfortunately, so I don't know how many props we need.
You care for any bread?
See if that actually shows
No,
up.
I had
And
some
yellow was
stew
wheat.
this morning thanks to Sophie.
Yes.
Hmm.
Seeds. One sec.
Wrong button. Hmm. You see. Oh then. Alright then. Well, just know that we still make fresh bread every day, unlike some people.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind if the patients are hungry in the morning.
Claire, I'm starting to think we need to buy
It's,
another table to put all of our goods
Our
on.
item's done. We might have to. So we got our carrot.
Oh, we have you see this morning.
Mr. Solo?
Mr. Hargrave, Thorn, Croft, whatever. Court, my apologies.
It's alright, I know it's the lisp. Not to worry.
Have a good day, Nathaniel.
Pardon me, Regent.
Yes, what is it, Miss Drake?
I was looking around for the tanner near the butcher.
Yeah, well, I suppose she's the cook. And
Sweetwater, eggs and carrots.
Don't worry, enough work in the forge and you won't get that heavy.
I swear the heat takes pounds off me every day.
legs are killing him. I want to fill this pit in with something. Use this space.
Morning, Jasper.
Morning. Although it's approaching afternoon at this point.
You be right back. Day's just been kind of slow. You alright? Just sitting here by your lonesome?
My feet hurt, so I am sitting down, yes.
I understand that. But you know if some of the farmhands are in? I'm gonna go check on their tools.
I am not their keeper, so I do not know.
Alright, I was just asking. You enjoy your day now.
Same to you.
Thank you, Jasper.
Do I not have it set to come out? Should do. Oh well. I have to start clicking on people. Ah.
Don't think I never heard you spying on my conversations.
Forrester, little one. He's on life, yes.
I saw Lucas a little bit ago down the street. Staying in the bar.
Now where could they be headed to? A regent of the forest? Alexander? What is all this then? Suppose I should keep to my business. well of a fucking inn. Oh God, plug my nose. Just most. Hannah and the butcher at the same place. I guess it's convenient for them. I think it should be a mile away from town. Disgusting. Alright. Who's that? Oh, is that the forester? My immersion. It's gone.
What?
What?
You looking at something?
Hi.
Hey, how can I help you?
That's the person I need to talk to.
Me?
Great. I need someone else other than
You
this.
guys walk that way. I can help
Sure
you.
thing. Was there something you needed coming down here?
No, I just prefer the quiet of the lake to, well, everything going on in heaven. Owen, right?
Yes. That's my brother Lucas down there.
Right. You're one of the lumberjacks, right? Not the carpenter.
Yes, I'm one of the foresters. The carpenter somewhere in town, not around here. He wouldn't be around here. Well, at least not right now.
If you see him, can you just tell him that I'm looking to get a couple extra splints because I foresee some drunken brawls in the tavern tonight. I would really... I would really rather be prepared than not.
Well, I absolutely will, because any business from him for you is business from me from him.
Yes, that is how that
So
works.
I will. Of course, it how it works. So I'll let the carpenter know, and you just sit tight.
Sure enough.
Actually, send. If I don't find him before you do, send him my way. And I'll
certainly
provide him
will.
with the material he needs for the splints.
Yes, that is how that works. I just realized the mine is here. Where are Caven will drown all of them. That doesn't happen. Just now noted. Path right here. Where do these go? Oh dear. Well. A Carrie's place for a graveyard. Fair enough. It's a small graveyard. It means I'm good at my job. I guess. If nothing else. Oh. Branches.
Dr. Sallow, how you doing?
Afternoon, Mr. McCarvey.
You don't sound so happy for the day. Something going on?
I always sound like this. What are you talking about? I'm just as cheerful as
I
ever.
see. You sound a little bit exasperated.
Exasperated?
Yeah.
It's probably because this town is exasperating.
It's not that bad. I mean, you know, everybody's fairly friendly.
Maybe not for you, but I have to prepare for however many drunken imbeciles are going to end up in my clinic tonight after the festival breaks
Well,
loose.
yeah, I can't really do much about it. Listen, the vice is strong and people just love to drink.
Well, that is not the truth.
And they say wine is, you know, a medicine for the soul, so to speak. Yeah, it might leave some people sick after, but, you know.
A medicine for
It's
the
a very
soul,
strong, potent medicine.
Poison for the liver, but all the same.
Yeah, well, you know, life is a give and take.
I suppose. How has your morning been faring then?
pretty good. I'm trying to see if I can help out with the festival, but seems like everybody's preoccupied.
Guess everyone else is preparing themselves.
Yep.
Any big plans for tonight then? Or just get drunk?
Well, the ale has already been prepared. The wine is also set as well, so we should be good to go. We just gotta pop open the kegs and we're good. So, my work is done.
I suppose at least somebody's work is done in this town.
Yeah. Hey, say, so I'm made of, kind of encouraged, a young lad, right? A young lad with, blonde hair, short blonde hair. I kind of may or may not have encouraged him to wrestle a cow, so if you have somebody coming in that's, heard from cow wrestling, I want to apologize ahead of time.
I'm already aware. I told them if they brought their own splint, I'd give them a discount.
I see. He didn't get hurt too badly, did he?
I don't think he's wrestled the cow yet.
Ah, okay. Well, same wrestling with a cow. Let me know. I'd like to, I guess, observe it. Not often somebody is brave enough for that.
Well, my money's on the cow, I guess, out of anything.
Yes, same here. I'll let you get to it.
Actually, you are. I'm looking for some alcohol to sterilize some of my needle. But I haven't been able to find any. Wouldn't happen to know where I could get some of that.
Well, dipping needles into wine will probably not be a good idea. You probably want some medical alcohol shipped from out of town.
Of course. We've seen the traveling merchant.
I did earlier. She was swindling somebody for a dozen of eggs, 2 dozen of eggs, but I believe she might have left. Maybe she retired for the day. I'm not fully sure. She might be around.
Suppose if she has to constantly ferry things back and forth, she's more than likely not going to be here more often than she is. But that's just my luck.
Well, if you find her, it's gonna be hard to miss. She's gonna try to swindle you. 18 crowns for 2 dozen eggs. Can you believe it?
Well, I guess she's paying for her legwork more.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, I'll let you get to it. I got so much of nothing to do for the day. Good day.
Good day.
I have 2 props, in fact.
Lowercase and
I
uppercase,
have
I'm assuming?
lowercase and uppercase because I couldn't spawn candles or buckets earlier. That was fixed on the fly by
fade.
I'm gonna test something here because I want to see if I can
On the turns.
Ben.
If we get rid of all the foliage, then where is the shade then? We need some shade around here.
You seen the Oh god. You seen the carpenter? God, what the fuck? Seen the carpenter pass by?
No, not that I know of. I've been actually a little busy with the pie that I've got here.
Well, the doctor
Oh,
wants
man,
more
that thing
splints,
smells
which means
delicious.
the carpenter needs more wood.
Oh, I want a slice of that. I haven't had anything to eat today.
Oh, that smells good. That does smell really good.
Alright, if you look at your menu, you should have the ability to spawn water buckets now. So when you go to the well, you should be able to do that. I'm gonna give that a
Okay.
try.
Yeah, I can. Because okay, just regular water bucket.
Oh.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Doctor?
Hmm. How do you two fare out here? A good haul, I hope, if nothing else.
Bagged ourselves a goat.
A goat. Has Miss Nella talked to you at all about fetching materials for more tonics, by the way?
No, I'm afraid I could not find her this morning. But I will speak to her as soon as I return to town.
Well, consider this a message from her then. She's in need of more material. So while you're out hunting goats, if you could check the foliage for barks and berries and the like that you need.
We'll keep our eyes peeled on the way back. I might be able to make another trip out before daylight fades. We shall see.
I'm sure she'd appreciate it. The Vinter, yes?
No, Jeremy, guild member.
Oh, my apologies. One of you is the Vinter. How goes the work at the guild then, I suppose?
Fine. It's a bit dry, but it keeps food on the table. And speaking of things that I'm in need of, you said that you're out of tonics?
Not out, but the apothecary is looking to make some more, just as a precaution. Nothing to worry about.
I see. Oh, well, while I have you here, do you have any on you I could purchase?
No, you'd have to speak to her. I do not sell them. I just treat with them if she has stock.
I see. Well, very well.
You do know
I'll
which
have to...
shop is hers, yes?
The apothecaries? Yes.
We are acquainted with it.
Well, then it shouldn't be difficult to find, though I don't know if she's in currently or not.
I see. Well, I don't see any problem in helping out with berries and such. I mean, how hard could it be to pick a berry?
Just don't eat them if you don't know what they are. Things in the woods tend to be...
Right.
Well, if they look appetizing, sometimes they are, but for the wrong reason.
They're appetizing, but
see.
not for long, if you catch our meaning.
Yes, some berries are poisonous. I think I understand.
I won't keep you. You clearly have some goat to deliver, so just good day.
Right.
Oh, and doctor. If you could spare some time at some point to take another look at my leg, I would appreciate it.
I should be back this afternoon. Just hobble over to the clinic and I'll see to you.
I might be able to manage that.
How long has that been down? This is probably as far as I need to be. I'll leave the forest to the foresters. Forest to the foresters. Forest to the foresters. Yeah. That's a little weird. I think some of the LODs might be a little bit wonky. Aching legs. I'm gonna have to actually sit down. The path has been blocked by a tree. Quickly, Pikachu. Oh no, what is a quickly Zigzagoon use cut. Enjoying a bit of a break from your
Sir?
duties. Oh,
Of course. Regent was getting a drink.
I
Trying
see.
to feel the warm on my face.
Well,
You need something, sir?
No, I just thought I'd come say hello. It's not every day I see.
Something you need, Mr. Salo?
No, just passing the time until the busy night ahead of us.
I assume you'll be working throughout the night then.
Well, we can only hope.
I'm going to pretend I know what your job is.
I'm the doctor.
Aren't you the doctor?
Something like that. More like town babysitter, but I guess that better describes your position.
You have no idea. It's actually something I need to speak to you about that I'm a bit worried about.
What would that be?
Come inside.
Very well. Seems I've earned you a bit more of your break, Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, go get Mr. Sallow a chair.
Sir?
I've had to go around speaking to a lot of the town heads today. Between the apothecaries, the baker. I'm looking to speak to the huntsman, and now I need to speak to you as well.
I think one of the hunters just got back in with some goat or something like that. I was walking through the forest and met them up back. So, they might be in their lodge.
And perhaps you can lead me there after our talk, I'd be grateful.
Perhaps.
While the boy's not around, how's,
Well, I wasn't under the impression that you necessarily cared, but it's... well, it is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less.
I need to know if the people that work here that are important are in good health. I don't have to be your mother to ask you that.
I suppose not. No, I'm fine.
How long are you going to take, boy? We'll deal with him later. Took an awfully long
Apologies,
time
sir.
to get a chair.
This one was covered in things. I had to dust it off. I was looking for one that wasn't covered. Apologies.
Well, we got here, I guess that's what matters, huh?
Go relax or something. Right. Let's cut down to business then. This winter was a rough one. I don't need to tell you that the McCartneys are dead, some of the hunters are gone, the old fishmonger, and of course some of the children. You were at the forefront, you know this.
Yes, they all passed through.
We have lost a lot of essential personnel. A lot of people that keep Blackwell marching on its stomach, so to speak. I've spoken to just about anyone that has to do with storage here. The communal storage for grain, foods, it's almost empty. But more concerning yourself, we have no medical supplies left. Nothing. Outside of whatever may be in your possession, community storage from the Windsor is empty. I went and spoke to the alchemists, or the apothecary, I mean. Trying to get them to set some things aside as they get their supplies to have on call, if necessary, if we have an emergency. But they're not able to. The foresters have informed them, and I don't know how accurate this is, because I'm not a forester, that they'd be lucky to find maybe 2 or 3 of these ingredients a day, and have charged exorbitant prices of the apothecary for my usual tonic for my cough left over from that. 30 crowns. It's 5 more than last month, 10 more since before the winter. So it looks like the foresters are filching the apothecary. That's bad for everyone. Now, in the off chance that they're not, that means that things are growing entirely too slowly after the winter's thaw. And if this fever begins to spread again, we're not going to have anything for symptoms, for pain, nothing. Any ideas?
It was much easier to come by these tonics back here. back home. Like, I don't think anyone really frequents any sort of trading post other than the, traveling merchant. I don't suppose you could ask her if she can find anything on her way.
I can try. I petitioned Lady Blackwell about a week ago, and she's trying to find someone willing to come this way. But because of all the clashes between the colonial soldiers and these bloody savages, a lot of merchants aren't willing to risk their necks to come out this far. I'm also not sure if most of the mountain passes have thawed. I don't know if someone could get out here, even if they tried.
Well,
so I'm in a predicament.
Like I said, traveling merchant seems to get their wares from somewhere, so maybe they have some idea. But if the local growth isn't growing, then, like you said, our options and our eyes must turn elsewhere. I was speaking to Nella this morning, actually. She did confide in me that she was running low on supplies. Stockpile, I agree, is a good idea. Aren't showing symptoms. But I doubt we'd be able to gain enough to keep everyone alive. Don't want to suggest it, but perhaps having...
I've already got that ready to be enacted. Same with food. I'm going to have to pick and choose who is fed and who is medicated, and I don't fucking want to do that, but I'm gonna have to. If we can't figure out a way to increase our stores, it's going to happen in a week. That's about all we have.
Well, you know better than anyone who keeps this town running. I suppose I'd trust you to make those decisions.
These decisions, Mr. Sallow, are only able to be made when I have people who listen to my decrees. I need the town heads to work with me on this. Yourself included.
Oh.
When this happens, when the time comes, people are going to demand answers. They're going to demand solutions, and I'm only going to be able to give them the options that keep them alive.
Well, you have my ear, and if you need it, you have my hand. That much I can assure you.
Before long, I'll have need of both. We'll try and take care of those who are most important first. Make sure the town keeps running. If we get a proper overflow, everyone can be taken care of, but I'm going to have to put our crafters and creators before anything else. Those who are making our products that allow for trade, those who hunt, those who gather wood.
It's no tonic or syllable good, but I have been asking the carpenters to try and provide me with as many splints as they can. I'll get the tailor to do the same with thread, and blacksmith should be able to shred off a few needles for me, so I don't think in terms of physical injury we'll have that much to worry about, but that's not
got
my
bad news for you then, Mr. Sallow. The tailor came to me not a half hour ago. They've got no string. I had to send them to the father. The father gave up one of his garments so they could have thread in case they need to sew anyone up. When I say we don't have anything, I mean it.
Does the rancher have no sheep? No wool?
Apparently no sheep. They had a sow or two. That's hardly going to help.
Wonderful. Well, it looks like whatever I do have, I'll have to start locking away. Wouldn't want any of it to go missing.
Yes. No, you don't. I was going to go and speak to the tavern. See if I could convince them to sidle off a bit of alcohol to you before it's been brewed. It's a bit crude, but it can help with disinfecting, the very least, so you can reuse things.
I'm familiar. I did ask, actually, the Vinter about that. He didn't seem too keen on it, but I'm sure with a little bit of pushing and the assurance that it is entirely necessary, could be convinced.
The Vinter, what's his bloody name again?
I don't know. I think he just has very red eyes. That's the most striking thing I recall about him.
Oh, blast. Mr. McCarvey?
I believe that's him. Or at least he does something with the alcohol. Anyway. With the ale.
Right. Okay. All right. Is that you asking me to poke and prod at McCarvey?
Well, you said it yourself. We are a little strapped for resources, so every hand.
Then I can do that. Fine. I'll go have that conversation now. If you could bring me to the hunters first, because that talk takes precedence.
Of course. And for what it's worth, I don't think Mr. McCarvey fully understood what I was asking him. So, it might not be...
He's a bit young.
Might just be ignorance and not, arrogance.
Perhaps.
If they're not selling...
How's that boy run off to?
Oh. I suppose you've been running him around all day. Perhaps he thought best to make himself scarce before he was asked to do something.
Perhaps so.
They haven't already tried selling their goat to the butcher and tanner. I suppose they could be back at the lodge, but let's see the marketplace first, perhaps.
That works.
Yeah.
Are you sure of that, however?
Sure of what?
Never mind. I'll poke at him myself.
Ah, there's your boy.
Do you need something?
I was looking for Father Stefan if you had seen him.
I have not, Mr. Faulkner. But he might be over by the church, preparing for the festival.
I just checked there. I didn't see him. I was kind of hoping he had come this way. I will recheck.
Come on.
Sure.
Well, there is the guild member who I saw with him the other with. Let's see if he
I'll go
knows.
ahead and just go ahead and pay those farmers then for their. Oh.
Alright, don't worry. Right. Apologies for holding you up.
Oh,
it was not
speaking
my
of,
intention.
Mr. Whitelock.
What are those breads, dear? What are those breads,
Where
dear?
is the huntmaster that you were with on your way back? Currently, do you know? After you sold the goat, perhaps?
Currently he's in the tavern.
Ah. No. That's where we shall go then. Thank you.
Right, Mr. Magistrate.
Mr. Whitelock.
If you have just a moment.
Regent, but yes.
Regent, apologies. The little scamp with the grey hair, the Forester. Is there any way you could see about talking to him about the prices of his goods? He's selling. He's claiming that there's some sort of undersupply of berries, and he's charging 5 per single strand of them, and it's driving the prices of the what do you call them? The tinctures in town, the tonics. As you know, I need them for my sister.
I know
The charging-
you feel, lad. I paid 30 crowns this morning for the same tonic. I don't know if it's entirely upon the Foresters. We are just out of winter, and things have been slow to grow back. I will have a word with them. I'll see if I can get their side of things and try to figure out what the righteous cost will be. I'll do what I can.
Right. Thank you, Regent. Please go back on about your day.
Just a while longer. Miss McKinsey.
Regent? Jeremy. Here.
Oh, you don't have to. I wasn't any...
As you see, it's already begun.
Well, if everyone's getting wind of it already from the foresters, then, well, we'll just start making sure it's not a run on the apothecary. Oh, and, it's the tavern. If you see Sophie, I would just steer clear. She has a habit of knocking things onto people.
Very suddenly. If you get what I'm saying.
Mr. O'Hare,
To find an outhouse or something of that.
a word if you would.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Not for me, actually, but the regent is looking for the foresters and hunters. So, you are among them.
Right. Well,
Won't take you from your drinks for too long, Mr. O'Hare. Just a short conversation.
it's quite all right. Just resting the leg. What can I do for you?
Let's go have a seat in the corner and speak quietly.
Take a drink, Nathaniel, while they talk.
Of course.
Sophie.
Mr. Sama.
Yes,
Leg's giving me trouble, but that's nothing new.
I don't suppose you have a taste for ale.
I'll drink whatever's put in front of me.
I won't pretend that this is a show.
2 waters.
I've got a lot of things on my plate.
Oh, Christ.
Talking to your lot is amongst it.
Save some money before the festival.
Yes, and you'll definitely need as much water as you can get if you're planning on celebrating at all.
Well, apparently everyone is going to be there.
Everybody who
Ideally in a glass, Miss Sophia. Rather on the floor. Will you be partaking tonight?
Not if I can help it, no. And not half just because I'll be dealing with the aftermath.
To aftermaths then.
Ooh, aftermath. How have things been at the manor? Not heard from the Lady Blackwell for some time.
She is quite reserved nowadays. She tends to keep to herself. I was actually surprised when she asked me not to show up today. On business out of town. I suppose that's good.
Business out of town.
You know what's going on. She didn't elaborate further. We are coming out of winter, so things are a little, well, difficult for now, as I'm sure you know. Might be something to do with that. Maybe opening trades, I'm not too sure. Not my business to know.
Well, I do at least hope it's good news then, huh? We've had our fair share of bad news for the winter. I could do with some good news.
Considering I still haven't seen any of the hunters, aside from him. That's a little worrying.
The other woman who I know, the hunter, is skittish and elusive, but I'm sure as long as we get to him, we'll get to her. As for the other foresters, if nothing else, I can have the carpenter, once they deliver the splints, ask them to speak with the regent as well. One way or another, people will become aware of the situation.
Well, let's keep most of it quiet till necessary.
Indeed.
Welcome back, darling.
Thank you.
Snag this from my room. Don't know if you need it for the festivities. Can't particularly think I'll get too much business tonight, so probably better use with you, huh?
I appreciate it. Though if that ever does change, feel free to take it back.
Well, they'll probably already be good and lubed up anyways. Well, liquor-wise.
You... Alright.
Welcome back. Oh.
Thanks. Good job. Can I get you, Father?
Good evening. It's a nice seat and some shade out of the sun for a bit.
By all means.
These old bones rest for a time.
Father.
Well, hello.
Nathaniel, question, and forgive me if I'm intruding where I do not belong, but you still seem to me quite young. Were you born in Blackwell, or did you come here?
No, I was actually born east with the rest of my family. Came out here 2 years ago.
What brought you here?
I don't like being in the city. Too, compact, close together.
Do what I can around the buildings. Make sure that Lady
That's fair
Blackwell
enough.
From what I can
Much
hear,
prefer
that
the,
most of what they want to try to do is keep you behind a desk or something.
Under the table, of course.
Who, me?
No,
at
I'm
the
saying
city.
city folk. Yeah.
Oh, my parents owned a cobbler shop. They were always in that tiny little cramped room dealing with
Don't know if I
same thing over and over again. You couldn't walk anywhere in that city without bumping into someone.
I
I
could attempt it.
hate it.
Depends on the delivery. I
So
suppose.
as soon as I could, packed up and headed west, and here I am.
It's important.
I don't.
Must be quite the venture at the very least.
Rather, I won't doubt that the frontier is somehow paradoxically cleaner than the city is. Despite everything.
A different kind of clean.
I suppose.
But yes.
If you could, something you're able to do for me. When able, because I do see the town.
Well, they like to keep to their
Finished with this conversation this side.
cleanly ideas. We like the fresh air.
Something important regarding
Exactly.
this evening's events.
Can't stand crowds.
Looks like you got double.
And what about you, Mr. Sallow?
Don't worry, I'll keep it far.
You've been here for a while, I think, right?
Is there a
At
name
least
I'm
I've
attaching to this?
seen you around.
Or...
Only a few
Okay.
years before you came.
No.
I had a practice.
Go check and see if
in the
there's anybody
city.
who needs
I'm
anything.
taking a sit down
It was
for
my father's originally. Well, you know how it goes.
We're gonna
for
get
the
you,
most
young
part.
man.
You knew what your father was doing, and I was pretty good at it. I think.
I've got a long day ahead of me. I'll do the drinking for the during the festival.
Unfortunately, it seems
Yeah?
one thing led to another.
Fortunately, it seems I've become a delivery boy.
Not many doctors
Haven't we
get
all?
a lot of business.
Been
when,
struggling trying to find the tanner and the butcher.
This
You'd
is the
think I
face of the
really made
door.
it when I hit the manor, but nope, straight back down. There's no unilateral
Come on,
promotion
take a seat.
around here.
That's fair, I suppose, but
Tell you
sorry
what,
for you.
there may not be as many promotions.
You can still do
but
your work,
at the very
though, right?
least, any payment you do get's very straightforward.
Of course I can.
Everybody has a chance to live at the very least. They don't sink
It's just much easier
down to the
when
point where they
there's less
can't.
competition.
Not unless you become a drunkard.
I see.
I was gonna say everybody sinks to the bottom of a bottle eventually. Nathaniel?
Yep, you can say that again.
Hey, there has to be something said about reaching the bottom now. You can only look up.
It's true.
Make the best of it, lad.
We'll see. It'd be nice to have a happy ending when you have a bad start.
Happy endings are what you make of them. You try to find your happiness at the bottom of the bottle, but more than likely you're gonna get killed by it, as it's a poison. Or you can try to find happiness in the simple things.
But
Find
hey,
something you take pride in.
if you do poison yourself to death with alcohol, I can assure you it will be very painful. First, your liver will shut down. Then, your body will attempt to process the remaining alcohol, and you'll just slowly die with the pain deep in your lower abdomen.
Then you just become something that he can study, if you give them permission, of course.
Doctor, I forgot how cheerful of a conversationalist you were.
Would you prefer I lie to you and give you simple truths?
We were discussing perhaps giving some renovations.
No,
to the
just
chapel to rather
basic truths. Slightly less painful details, such as...
Point is, lad, opportunity is still everywhere. People who have had it far worse than you have made better comebacks. You can be just another one among them.
Not intentional, I'm sure.
It's not the possibilities that I'm afraid of. It's the obstacles.
Not to mention the kidney stones that you'll generate due to a lifetime of alcoholism, even if you don't kill yourself.
Well, you should probably see the doctor.
Alright, Hunter, how's the prey been?
You get stones there?
Not if you're smart.
Well, have you heard the news? No one
Like
can seem to find the butcher
rocks?
or the tanner. Seems maybe going out might not
Something
be the
like
best
that,
idea.
yes.
How do you remove a rock from your kidney?
Well, it depends, unless you want to skin the things yourself. That's up to you.
If you're lucky, you'll pass on their own, and it'll hurt like hell. If you're unlucky,
What do you mean?
then
Pass. Like it'll go away?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
People going missing or
Oh,
some
okay.
shit like that.
Doesn't sound so bad.
So the lucky side is hurt like hell. What's the unlucky side?
The unlucky side is I cut you open and take them out myself.
However, I've just
Oh,
received
well,
word that they're not missing, actually.
I'd rather just have
I
my
guess
pass.
I think I would rather just have the pain.
Oh, it's painful either way.
And there goes Father. Oh, well.
This is if you were in the city, maybe we'd have some anesthetic, but I mean the best you can do here is bite on some wood.
Now, can I give any of you lovely ladies something?
I'm not going to get into that one. Now you're saying big words that I don't quite understand. I'm going to assume it's a medicine and leave it at that.
Oh, there's the other
No,
hunter.
had a good night last night, that's for sure. I'll cover you.
Ah,
Poison of preference.
interesting.
Ale or wine?
I felt as a way to offer
Mr. O'Hare,
Probably just ale.
Well,
Two eggs.
that is your
coming right up.
compatriot, Amelia, I think, yes.
One of the only people that talk to me.
Indeed. I'm surprised she's back from her hunt.
I suppose you ought to run her up on the situation that the good regent described to you.
I'll do so when I have the opportunity.
Well, the earlier she
No need to
knows,
interrupt the conversation.
the earlier she knows, the more time we have to prepare, and time is everything, for a matter of speaking.
Of the essence, yes, I've heard.
Well, as long as I've lit a fire under your ass.
Back just in time for the festival. We're all going to church, didn't you hear?
I'm hobbling as fast as I can, Doctor.
Right, pint as usual.
Right, actually.
Who knows what'll happen there?
Has it gotten
Don't forget,
worse?
here pretty
or-
soon you're gonna have to try your.
Something about sun, something about.
Forget here pretty soon you got to try your best to replicate a butcher.
Just say the word.
No, I think that's why
I'll do my best.
every day. Just kind of stick it to them.
Your leg, O'Hare, has it gotten worse, or has it been about the same?
Don't tell them that.
No, but I'm being sick.
What can I say, Doc? Yes, it gets worse.
That's all.
Every day it gets worse.
In case they need anything.
I'm still walking.
Here's the question.
Well, problem is, as far as I can tell, it's not the bone, but probably the muscle.
He steps out there. The wind's not too.
Yes, when there's ribbons of it left, I suppose it doesn't exactly heal properly, does it?
No,
Yes,
it
no,
doesn't.
no, yeah, I would like to order
The
something now.
body can do wonderful things, but reconstruction on its own,
Yeah, well, that's what you
Well,
get for going out in a dress.
let's just say,
Well, where do you think I found all
it's
those
a
pretty
crapshoot.
flowers I bring back to town?
We need an escort. We talked about this.
Well, no, Jesus. That's fine.
Well,
Give me
as
some.
long as I can hunt,
Well, I did. You weren't around to escort me.
Oh, no, sorry, it's a steer.
it'll be fine.
Just
We're trying to make our best to
Oh, okay.
don't take any big leaps of faith, I would say. No big drops. It'll probably tear the muscle again.
Cabin.
All right, Doctor. I promise I won't throw myself down the mountainside.
I don't know you people
twisting
live out
my
in
arm.
the forest. As far as I'm aware, that's all you do.
No idea. The last thing I needed doing is getting
Only if there's big game at the bottom, Doctor. If there's big game.
Wonderful. We'll have one boar and one less hunter. Which one do you think is better? Or worse?
One less mouth to feed.
Yes, and
I kid.
Appreciate it.
You ain't guaranteed coming back from that walk either way.
Will do. Thank you.
I take your point. I'll be careful.
We're gonna see.
less I see you all, the better.
If it's fine,
What, you don't like us coming to your home, Doctor?
No, it's
The hospital,
very,
even?
very annoying. Otherwise, I'd have a much larger house, actually.
If you're the religious type or superstitious.
Well, either way.
By the way, that, Whitelock fellow mentioned something about his sister, difficulty with the lungs, or something to that effect. I don't know, some sort of sickness.
It's something for the apothecary to deal with. It's a tonic. It's, well, not for me to speak on, but what is your question?
Oh, I was just going to wonder if there was something you could do to help yourself. He seems like a good sort. Little out of his element, but a good sort.
I am not a pharmacist. That is for Miss Nella to concoct. Now, if someone stabs her lungs, maybe I could help her. But that is not the problem.
Right. Well, just figured I would ask.
Suppose there are no stupid questions, though that is a sentiment that I harshly disagree with.
Message received, Doctor. I'll try not to ask any more stupid questions.
Oh, by all means, ask them. That does not make them any less stupid.
Sophie, I'm gonna need to handle the tavern here for a minute. I need to actually go get to the carpenter. We're gonna actually start cooking things up here now that the butcher is actually out. We're going to need wood. I wanna go apprehend some.
Do you wish for me to accompany you, or...
Actually, I would like for you to actually get started on that goat. I'll show you the place where you can get started at. The carcass is right there in that box. Go ahead and carry it on out.
Hope you find something cute. If you get a rabbit, let me know. Been looking for some fur to line my dress with.
You know what I don't quite understand, Nathaniel? Why are the spigots in the middle of the barrel?
No reason to go by his place if he ain't there.
Well, you know, if you don't come back, we can raid
Look,
him.
I'm not exactly a tavern keeper. I'm sure they have their reasons. Maybe they are supposed to be up that way. Yeah, maybe that's why we have a shortage in things. Because we're only using half of it before we throw it away.
Maybe we actually have a surplus. Just no one's telling us about it.
They're actually really smart.
Sophie, you work here. Why is the spigot in the middle of the barrel?
Why is the spigot in the middle of the barrel, Sophie? Yeah, me. I said your name.
It's so that it's saturated completely.
It's what?
Literally unplayable.
Ingredient components. Meats. Good luck. I have my shopping list. Thank you, Mr. Fokker.
Well, they seem to make do.
Maybe they tip it.
I assume they would have to.
Or they only half of.
Oh, it's because, you know, yeah, well, the pipe is just not, you know, it's like an L. It sucks to the bottom.
Oh, so you don't get the
Sucks to
dregs.
bottom of the base.
That's a lot of dregs.
Like half dregs.
That's half dreg. Why are we drinking this?
It's technically cleaner than water.
True. You are the doctor, after all.
You know, the barrel-aged flavors. Yes. Wow, it's such a rich mahogany. Mahogany.
Mahogany.
You're making barrels out of mahogany?
I think what she's talking about is the devil's
No wonder
share,
it's so.
which is the amount of alcohol that gets sucked into the wood of the barrel.
Ah, I see. Well. You're a doctor, right?
Well, I'm about as close to as a doctor you're going to get in Blackwell, so yes.
Can you tell me what's wrong
With her?
Yeah.
No. No, I can't.
One of life's great mysteries, I suppose.
She threw a candle at me once.
Was it lit?
Yes.
Why?
How will I know? I didn't stay around to ask.
You enjoyed your... It was great, Miss Sophie. What do I owe you? It's not fine.
Makes me nervous.
She does.
There you are.
Mark my words, this place will burn down. It will be because she got her dress caught in the oven.
I appreciate your service.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like having a fire really close to a bunch of hay. You don't know when it's gonna catch.
No, you don't. That's half the reason that there's stone walls around the clinic. Because it's so close to this damn place.
It's quite alright. I'll be back for you in a little bit. You're fine. Just
Of course.
go by your turn.
Take care.
I do not envy him.
A lot of pressure.
I don't think it's the pressure that's the problem. I think it's the problems that are the problem.
Yeah, when is your next birthday coming up, you know? Maybe we can make up for what happened last time.
Just more water and please stop talking to me.
Okay.
I assume that was the candle incident. I see. I won't mention it again. It sounded like she was wrestling a squid or something.
I think she has to get the water out. I mean, if it's almost halfway empty, then it's almost completely out.
Or completely full, depending on how you look at it.
I wanna nip this in the bud right now, okay? If you're filling something with water, then it is half full. If you have been filling it, if you are emptying something of water, then it is half empty.
I 100% agree with you. 100%.
Anyone who tries to make it some sort of conceptualized reasoning about how you perceive life is a fucking dumbass.
Fair enough. You're the doctor.
You know,
I generally consider doctors being like higher up and smarter than most people.
But I want to say something about how often you're saying that, but I really can't argue with it.
Yeah, you're the doctor. You're the person who's, will get hurt.
I'm the doctor, but what we really need here is a barber. Can you even see out of that eye?
I can. It just falls that way. Dad said I had a big cow lick right here in the middle, and it just kind of flops it.
I mean, I'll be truthful with you. I think you can see as well about with that eye as I can with this one.
That's fair. Maybe you should grow your hair like mine.
I think I have one more cut outside.
No, I don't want the hair.
No.
The less it touches my face, the better.
Fair. No, I like it. It's private. It's cozy.
Private? It's your face.
Yeah, but it makes you feel safe. Warm.
Well, the other cut has vanished on me.
I'm not. Yeah. I'll have to take your word for it.
Here you are.
Playing the violin.
Oh, you can hear that too. Okay, thank God.
Seems like the performer's getting ready for tonight.
But that would make sense. Sophie, what are you doing?
Sophia, yeah, what are you...
Sorry. I was just listening to the music.
What are you holding?
That's wrong.
And where's my water?
Watch out of it, but it's over there.
You know what? Don't bring that closer to me. Just go put that away.
Oh God. I think I need some fresh air after that.
I've lost my appetite for water. Somehow.
Somehow. Right. Go turn her around.
It's a big ass box for a lot of wood.
Careful. There's still one in the wall.
Right. Oh wow. Sunset already, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it means that I should get the clinic bed ready and what little cloth I have. As soon as that sun goes over under those mountains, I don't want to be outside anymore.
Afraid of the dark?
No, I'm afraid of the things in the dark. Like people.
Oh.
And by afraid, I mean inconvenienced by.
Oh, I see. That's fair enough, I suppose.
Oh.
If someone gets hurt, do you want me just to say that you're not in?
Oh boy, that would be very nice. However, if that was the case, I don't think anyone in the town would still have their legs or all their fingers. So
you wouldn't get any business either.
No, I suppose not. But I really do wish people would get injured during the day. Is that so much to ask?
Maybe ask Father to talk it up in his next sermon. Tell people to get injured less.
See if maybe Andrew can convince him. You know how hard it is to stitch a stomach closed again by candlelight?
No. But I assume very.
Especially when I'm going to be making whoever's getting stitched hold the candle. I'm not touching that shit.
Have you thought about getting an apprentice or something? Someone to actually hold things.
Nella and well, Nella has an apprentice, the apothecary. I borrow him sometimes.
Ah.
If you get thrown out of the manor, though, I mean, you seem smart enough.
Sure, I could probably hold a candle still.
I'm sure you could do a lot more than that. It's not sell yourself too short.
Alright.
Plus that big
So
old
you're not going to join in the
building.
festivities then? Not even a little bit?
No, but mostly, well, no. I'll just put it that way.
Sure. My hands are feeling a little rough anyway. Might only be around for a little bit longer anyway, so I know how you feel.
Yes, exactly. Plus, I have things to do tomorrow. Like, fix whatever happened last
Don't let me
night.
keep you.
So long, Nathaniel. I'll see you tomorrow, I suppose. Send my good word to
course, Mrs.
the
Oliver.
regent if I don't meet him on my way back to the clinic.
Absolutely.
Evening, Doctor.
Evening.
Take kindly to leaving at such a late time.
If you have business,
course.
son, I'll handle it from here.
Right, tell you what, here, let me acquire the crowns that will be owed for the list.
Right, as long as it is an agreeable price, yes.
So the items required are
Is this where you keep your crowns, father?
Prepared to pay the butcher's bill to do how these late night services. Rather than going to bed. The butcher ready for the tomorrow.
Should you do that? Alright everyone, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming to session 0 of Blackwell. We will see this every Wednesday from here on out, unless something happens where a session gets canceled or I can't attend for some reason. They will start earlier than they did, probably about an hour or two earlier than they did. We were just going through some initial setup stuff. So thank you all for being patient with us as we, well, get everything set up. On that note, however, we'll bid you all a lovely farewell. Good night. Okay, psych. We're staying for a small little bit longer.
City amenities, I suppose, but she's getting acquainted nonetheless.
That's good to hear.
At once.
That is definitely good to hear.
You're gonna have to say that again. I couldn't quite hear everything you said.
Oh dear, you better not get lost.
I may have to look away when some of the
Don't trip,
when the
sir.
ceremony stuff happens.
The father watches over him.
I don't cause anything.
Understood.
Hi.
Understood.
It's quite dark in there. Can he see?
Honestly, that's the thing I disagree with that they do the most.
Perhaps we should lend a candle?
Hi. Oh, he does have a lantern.
I just don't.
Don't worry.
Sorry that very much.
No worries, lass. I'm here for you.
Miss Drake, if I could have a word with you.
Certainly.
You know who I am, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, then you must realize, actually, were you talked to by the Regent at all today?
No, not specifically about anything. I was asking if they had anything to help out, but no.
No, you
They
are
didn't
the,
approach me.
you are the tailor, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Due to circumstances, I would ask that earliest you can. The clinic is in need of more thread or stitching. I realize you may seek to use it for whatever garments to make a profit, but I'm afraid pretty clothes will not do us for the coming months. And, well, I'm sure everyone would like to keep their skin where their skin is. And I would be much obliged if you were to help that.
Of course.
Good.
I'd be more than happy to contribute as much as I can to help out there.
Certainly. Next you're able to. Any amount of cloth will do, any amount of thread you can provide. I'll try and make sure you're compensated, of course, for it.
Evening, Ben.
Thank you. I would very much appreciate that.
Indeed. All I would ask is that you come to me first.
All
I
right.
don't fall asleep during the service.
I'll make sure and deliver it to you as soon as possible. Then.
Very good. Now,
Wouldn't be a problem if you would.
I suppose the good
Oh, I gotta be up
father
early in the
is
morning so I can start
preparing a ceremony
making loaves of
for
bread.
this evening.
Gotta keep everybody fed.
Yeah. I suppose we should be attendants for that.
Yes. You needn't attend with me. Please go back to your conversation. I just needed to ensure you were aware of the situation.
Plus, this is eating into my tavern time. I haven't had a
No, I wasn't. Thank you for letting me know.
avail at all tonight.
Of course.
Well, there was going to be some sort of festivities later tonight. There was going to be wine and
Players, as the sun sets over the horizon, you hear the familiar pair of church bells ring over at the chapel in the center of Blackwell, symbolizing the start of the ceremony to be held before tonight's drinks and festivities for those who wish to attend.
You don't have to attend if you don't want to. You know that. I know you don't like what they do.
Yes, that should do it. Thank you very much. Thank you
I know you don't like that part of it.
I have this sinking suspicion I'm going to need some needle and thread.
There seems to be a bit of a misunderstanding. Perhaps I should have spoken up more. I meant sow, as in the pig. We're not going to be using one of. We will not be using one of the ranch's cows. Perhaps if you guide it back and we can get the proper offering for tonight's ceremony. Thank you.
Very well. Sorry,
My
cow,
mistake for
not your
not
night.
speaking up. Pig, I suppose.
Miss Nilla, would you hold this for me a second? He hands you a splint.
Hold the what? Oh yes, of course.
Sorry, it's just difficult to thread this needle when you're holding something else.
Lead it up to the altar.
Understandable.
Very well.
They brought a
Something
cow,
gone
so
wrong?
I'm just preparing for the worst.
Ah. Simple as always, Jasper. But they'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sure. Cow, pig, chicken, something will go wrong.
Please don't say that. We have enough wrong on our hands.
Well, more the merrier.
You've shown me how to set a bone and wrap a wound. You haven't shown me how to deal with someone getting bitten by a farm animal, so I don't think I'd be much help should something like that go wrong.
Not asking you to help, but I would ask that maybe you hold the light. I hate treating after dark.
I seem to be experienced in that matter, so I most certainly can.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, excuse me just one moment.
Sure.
Excuse me.
I would prefer to be in bed.
Same.
You know, technically, bed is any way you'd want it to be, as long as it's comfy enough.
Yes, my bed, I find, is often the most comfortable thing
Bed
to
is
sleep
object, not ground.
I recommend a bag rug.
What are you about to say, Lex?
I recommend
I still think I'd rather be in my own bed.
I guess bed it.
Very much so, but I don't get that luxury much of the
Call
time.
home, right?
The paths we choose.
I agree.
Exactly.
I'm just so glad mine happens to
You
lead
just
to a
waiting
bed.
outside, or what's happening?
I suppose so. They're not really.
As
letting
do
us
I.
in, No one's really going in.
Maybe make a small discount for
I would not. It'd probably set on fire.
For my trip back, I do know, as you do,
Well,
it
isn't
is
that the
very dangerous
person
in
in
these
charge, or
parts.
is that another one in there that's meant
Yes,
to call us in?
the night.
Where?
Yes. We can make that arrangement. If I may use one of these tables here. Of course. Yes.
Was speaking with the regent, by the way. Filled me in on everything else that's going on. Top of what we spoke about.
Maybe he was
I
taking
see.
what that other guy was other had earlier. Though without
Right,
seeing it really weird.
believe he did talk about the cuts of meat and did he?
Yeah.
Where did it fall together?
Tired after all.
Did you see where the old man
Best not
went?
to speak
You-
about
you
it
were
here,
standing right
Jasper.
here, right?
No, I just...
It's dark. He was over there. He might have come back.
I understand.
There is very little time.
I just asked him for the
there he
question. Why would he walk off?
He's that way.
It seems that perhaps they're letting us go in and sit down if you wish to.
They
I'm trying to get off my feet at this point.
creatures wake up
Well,
in the
there's the
darkness.
pig.
I as well.
Yeah, but that's a pig.
What do we need a pig for?
It is the ceremony, I suppose.
There's the pig.
Some of the seat here.
Right, boy, what is
Nathaniel.
They're gonna kill the pig.
But be careful sitting down with this scabbard.
Go right ahead.
Are you going to sit down after me? Because if so, I prefer to be on the end of the pew.
Time to make
Perhaps we'll take this.
those sorts of mistakes
Jasper?
before. So. Brother, you could usher everyone on in.
This view.
We can begin.
Fair enough.
Very well.
Oh god. Could you scoot down maybe a little bit and hold the fire in your other hand?
The church is now seating. Please make your way
Yes.
inside.
Come on. I shall keep at some distance from you.
Oh, Jeremy, dear. Let me go ahead and hold on to that candle while you get a little bit more adjusted.
Thank you. All right, this should do, Father.
Far enough away.
Sorry, keep it a little closer to you, okay?
There's a man outside. He wants to.
It'll be fine.
He's annoyed something about.
You don't want to burn anybody.
Fair enough.
Out.
Apologies. Mind to sit here?
The merchant.
Oh,
Hello,
hi,
Mother
go
Mary.
ahead. Here, I'll scoot down a little bit myself.
What else do you wait
I think it's the same spot.
to be over?
No room on my end.
Attend if you
Oh,
wish.
no, you're fine, dear.
There we are.
Good. Thank you. I'm sure we can light it again later.
I just wished for
Indeed.
Jasper to.
Be more comfortable, yes.
Yes. All out, Jasper.
Hmm? Oh. Thank you.
Very good.
I will make a
Oh,
see if there are any
Soon as the
stragglers
Lord
remaining.
give
This
me my
ritual.
hand back, we can begin. Wonderful, wonderful.
The bag of crowns from the regent.
Or not, okay, we'll make do. In that case, Andrew, at my side.
Enough. I can give you some of these crowns back if you want to acquire these resources. The last opportunity I will give you.
Give me just one moment.
Our last end. And everyone seems to be very comfortable.
Bet you he's sneaking a bite of your cake right now.
You know, that sounds about right. Maybe a little bit of that tart.
You will forgive me, my hands are not as dexterous as they once were. Hopefully not too many of you learn in as deprecating manner which I have.
That merchant out there is giving us a hard time about a torch. I don't suppose you know where we can procure one. I don't make torches, the carpenter does. I could sell you some firewood, but that's about it.
In times like these, people are requiring, we cannot promise that they have not the right oil.
I believe the regent is just about here.
There are plenty of seats up front.
Ah, good, good.
Hi.
I'm fine standing back here.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine standing.
Very good. Tonight, on this day of days, we gather to give thanks. Thanks to our Father on high, who, thanks to He in His sacrifice for us, gives us persistence, survival, being.
We need grain about a month's worth.
It is thanks to Him
But that's what
that we are here together, year after year, free from the violence, the sickness, in all that corrupts the lands around us, and the lands from which we came.
by time until it grows, alright?
It is His guidance and His gifts
What about meat?
that allow us to prosper.
Is about 6 cups of meat. I cannot promise the quality of them. It has been on the road quite a while.
Each of you imperfect souls have come here tonight, looking for truth to fill the hole in your hearts. That gold or love or knowledge cannot fill. You think that there is something, somewhere in the world that can bring the everything into focus. This is the great lie you tell yourselves. That your parents told you, and that you tell your children, that you can find this answer out there. I tell you, there is no mystery that your futile search can unravel without my help. Look upon this altar. Look at my son, and let me open the doors to truth. The father took up his scythe, the tool of the harvest, and opened his son up upon the altar. As the blood of the son stained the altar, stained the ground, and stained the feet of the witness, their eye was at last opened. In the blood of the son, they saw the kingdom, the promised land, to be theirs. They held faith in the Father, in the path that the blood of my son shows the way and the truth. You will be welcome in my house after flesh fails, life runs dry. Show others the truth of the kingdom. That will be yours, and death will not be your end. Teach the truth, and my son will greet you at the gates, and you will all be safe and welcome. For his sacrifice, for his protection and blessing, we give thanks for the lives that he has given us. And we offer to him blood for blood. Andrew, brother, take the scythe. This night, before we celebrate, we offer back to him what he has offered to us.
Both of them. Could we steal one of you away for just a little bit? I got it.
Blessed be thy father.
Where am I looking to go?
Blood for blood.
I just have some work I'm gonna grab.
Blood for blood.
The lantern off the post. I need you to fashion a sort of handle
Blood
for
for
it.
blood.
I need to get the furnace going. I turned that off. Is there something that needs to happen tonight?
Oh, Father, hear us.
The fire out of here.
We give this to you, an offering. We ask that you hear us. You're faithful. We ask for your guidance, your ever careful and watchful eye, so that we may persevere and prosper. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. This is straight from the Regent's mouth. We need this now. Alright. Let's see what we can do.
If you be patient, I'll make sure you get your lantern shortly.
Can we all rise?
Nathaniel.
I thank you for coming, and I'm pleased to see so many of you in here this night. I feel that, in light of whatever shortcomings this town may have suffered, yields less fish in the river, fewer crops out of the ground. Our Father will take notice. We are strong in our faith. We are strong in unity, not just together as a town, as a people. Not just in the physical, but the spiritual.
come together in your faith, and he will take notice, and he will favor us. So I thank you for being here. The tavern should be open. There should be plenty of ale for the night, wine and cider. And we'll be speaking with the butcher. We will have a nice fine roast sow for the evening as well. Please, celebrate, give thanks. And all have a good night. Aye.
You go and have a good night. I need to talk to a few people beforehand. And I'll see you back at the house, right?
Alright. I'm gonna go grab Nail.
The mines were very harsh tonight.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Miss Galen.
Certainly need to clean up the floor after that.
Your offer earlier today is still persistent. Cooper and I were down the mines all day today.
Once or twice, it's been brought to
Miss,
Do you mind?
Miss Nella, if anything happens at the tavern that you're unable to assist with, you can send them to the clinic, but I'm retiring for the night.
I'll let them know. I'll make sure to escort them myself.
Should I?
Here you are. That was my point here. I heard about this day, so I thought that.
Do not send anybody to investigate.
Now we leave.